Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a little bit since I've posted. I am running back behind on everything, but yeah, let's just dive right into the fundamental analysis for the week. I will also go through my trades that I'm currently have lost and taken an L at, but let's just jump right into the fundamental analysis. So this is fundamental analysis from the 13th of July to the 19th of July. As per usual, guys, this is not financial advice. This is purely my take on the markets. Please do your own research. This is for entertainment purposes only. CRT reporting, we have had quite a eventful sort of last couple weeks in July where the US dollar has lost a lot of strength, the Australian dollar has lost a lot of strength, and the yen has sort of stabilized and around this, sort of 32% mark. We've also gotten COT reporting for the Dow Jones being bullish this week, as well as gold and silver losing a little bit of that open interest in long. So something to consider. We are definitely, from a sentiment point of view, seeing a bit of a shift out of the dollar into the indices. Not enough for me to trade yet. Just as we go through the fundamental data, you'll understand why I haven't sort of become bearish and become bullish in those scenarios. But that's just sort of what's presenting on the COT report. Having a look at USD, you can see inflation is coming down. It's been cooler than expected for CPI, core CPI, and core PPI. We are net bearish from the inflation data. However, you can look and see the economic data. We had core retail sales being cooler than expected as well. It did tick my fundamental economic sort of table into bearishness for the economic data, which is why I'm not sort of looking to long the indices, specifically the Dow Jones. If this, which is a main sort of criteria for stocks, is to provide and generate good economic growth, if that's bearish, then I'm not going to long the indices or any stocks in general as of yet. So that's that. We've got labor market still bullish from the first week of July. So yep, we can see we're net bearish on US dollar. I will be trading against it depending on what I see. So if we go Aussie next, Aussie's in the same scenario. Bearish inflation, bearish economic data, bullish labor market data. It's exactly the same as USD. I'm not going to trade that cross, but we see yen being bullish in inflation data, bullish in economic news, and neutral in unemployment rate. I'm happy to actually trade the yen against these two, the dollar as well as the Aussie. Inflation indicator, we have CPI be year on year for USD being less than forecasted, also coming down, very, very similar to the other currencies as well that I'm trading. Just something to note. Nothing changed there. So in terms of my biases, we have COT for gold being bearish. We have neutral gold news. And if the reason why is we've got bearish inflation, which is good for gold. We have bearish US economic data, which is good for gold. But we have bullish US labor market, which is bad for gold, or more bearish for gold. So mixed signals, bearish trend, downtrend. If this provided a little bit more conviction about shorting gold, I would have definitely have the trading bias to short gold. But because of these two factors, we're on the sidelines. For US 30, that sort of remains the same in terms of the economic news that we're watching. Bearish inflation is good for US 30, bearish US economic data is bad, bullish US market, labor market is good. This is the key metric, and because it's bearish, these other two, although it's in support of longing US 30, because of this, I'm going to be on the sidelines until that ticks in my favor. AU, UJ, I'm going to trade against, AU, both bearish, no trades. UJ and AJ, we've got bearish USD, bullish yen, bearish AUD, bullish yen. So we are going to trade in favor of the yen. So in going to straight into the charts to have a look at what we have this week. I did already take a loss on AJ. So I took this loss here. This was on the 16th of this month. We shorted here, got taken out through this wick. It is what it is. That's a loss there. So we have marked this zone here. If I can see price come back up here and reject again a bit higher here, or even just some dojis here and price is stabilizing, I will get back into this position here and short AJ again. So just an FYI, we took a loss on that and we're looking for another entry here. UJ, if we go on the daily, it's still very, very much bullish. We have these pretty much consolidation, almost as if we've got this flag pattern happen. If price does come up to here, gives us a nice entry, we can get into this entry here, stop loss above there and trail very aggressively for a short position. So that's that. AU we're net bearish in terms of the data. Nothing really too much to say. We're just going to stay on the sidelines. US 30 still net bullish, stay on the sidelines. Gold net bearish, stay on the sidelines. So that's pretty much it for this week, guys. It's just going to be a quick one. I'm going to run through some of the other trades I'm at, but in terms of my current month, it's definitely been a worse than expected month following a great month last month. So we have, I'm just going to have to update this. We did take a loss on so we took a loss on this one as well. So a couple losses, 16th, so there, 16th, 7th, get rid of that. It was AJ, sell, loss, win, loss. We might do this. Loss. This one was a loss. So we'll tee up the data here for that one. Yeah, we will, I'm gonna amend this, get the right data for this month, and yeah, that should be it. Thanks guys, peace.